For the graphics in The Last of Us, they're really beautiful. There's minor issues, like the one time that when he breaks the window at the very beginning of the game, in my version of the game, I don't know if it's with everyone, the window broke and then it all of a sudden appeared and then it disappeared. And I think someone noticed that in my YouTube videos that I made. Other than that, I haven't really found any technical glitches or anything wrong with the game. The graphics are beautiful. The whole scenery, even when you get to pet the giraffe, if you do pet the giraffe, everything looks beautiful. I have no problems with the graphics at all. They're some of the best looking graphics I've seen in any game this gen. Also, another thing I want to comment on is just the people's faces alone in this game. You can see on Ellie's face all the little freckles, every little tiny detail on their faces, even on Joel. Joel looks really good too. Everyone in this game looks really amazing, and it leads to a more realistic game, and you feel more for these characters because they are like real. They're not fake. They're real characters, and it's just amazing. Gameplay in The Last of Us is really fun. I can't put it in any other words. Either when you use a sheave to stab one of the clickers in the face or another enemy, it's just really fun. I can't explain it any other way. A couple new features that weren't in Uncharted is they have a crafting mechanism where you can at any time take your backpack out and in real time you can see enemies coming around you, so you want to do it in a good location because if the enemies see it, they'll shoot at you. But it's pretty fun because it's like real time. It's more realistic. You're not just gonna go to a main menu in the middle of actually being in a post-apocalyptic outbreak and just go, oh, I'm just gonna pause the game and go into my bag of goodies here and no one's gonna see me. No, it's realistic. I like that in this game. Other gameplay aspect, the shooting is actually pretty fun. It's different than Uncharted. Don't make the mistake of saying it's exactly like Uncharted. No. Some of the, like with the grenades, some of the stuff is gonna be a little bit similar, but the overall feel of everything is different, and that's the thing that I like about this. Naughty Dog did not stick to the exact same thing they did with Uncharted. They did totally something new and fun. Now, for the multiplayer, which I'm gonna just discuss a little bit here, the multiplayer at first sucked. If you don't have any friends online, it's gonna be a little challenging at first. But once you get the hang of it, and once you don't make the mistake of forgetting what the run button is and going with L3, like I did, yeah, once I figured out how to run again, it was really extremely fun. I love it. I am really good at it now. And playing with friends has never been more fun. The only thing I would have to say about the multiplayer is there's only two modes. There's a survivors mode and supply raid mode, which is basically team deathmatch and elimination. They're really fun to play, but you can only have 4 people in at a time, and some of the maps are kind of small. But overall, it's a fun experience. I've been playing it for like 3 hours the other day. It's a really fun multiplayer, and it carries over elements from the single player over to this. I'm down. Now, for the very last and final aspect of the game, the story mode. The story mode is one of the best stories I have played this gen. It comes up there. I still like Uncharted 2 the best this gen in story and Heavenly Sword, but this one is really good. You get emotionally involved with these characters like no other game. Like Uncharted, I wasn't that emotionally involved as this game, but I felt that Uncharted, I like it a little more action, but Uncharted, that's how that was. This is not an action game. This is a surviving game. Kind of has some of them horror elements in the game, and yeah, I cried towards the beginning of the game. I can't say what it was because I don't want to give any spoilers to new people to the game. It is just that good. I came close to crying at another part in the game, only like another time, and there might be a couple times where you might cry. It depends on how emotional you get, and I don't get emotional very often. Plot was really fun. The main plot is when Joel gets with Ellie and he has to take her to the Fireflies and the game is about their journey, and at the end Joel has to make a decision, and it's just extremely awesome. The ending I thought wrapped it up pretty well. I would have liked a little more to the ending, but overall it was good enough that the ending could have been crap, and it wasn't crap. It was alright. It was an alright ending. It wasn't the greatest. It wasn't the worst. And I also was not expecting to meet so many great different characters in the game. You meet so many ones. You meet Tess, and you also meet other characters later in the game, like Joel's brother, who you meet at the very beginning of the game, but you don't get to see much of him. But he plays a major role later in the game for Joel. It's a very fun game. I would recommend it to everyone. Overall, I would recommend this game to everyone that has a PS3 or wants a PS3 or doesn't even have a PS3. This is one of the best games this gen, and the PS3 is at such a low price now compared to what it started at $600 or $500, and now it's like $250, $269.99, $300. It's a great price, and I would just buy this game. It's just that good of a journey. The story mode with the graphics and the gameplay, and even the multiplayer, it's kind of fun, and it's very different than any other multiplayer I have played. It doesn't have all the game modes that you might want, but that's okay. It's a really fun multiplayer. Overall, I'd give it a 10 out of 10. Just like Adam Sessler and a lot of others, it's a really, really good, emotionally driven game. Thank you guys for watching. Please check out my other The Last of Us videos, and don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, and comment below. Thank you.